Hey, what's up? This is the one and only Big Win Pudge. We got Waylord in the background. He's going to be assisting me today. Uh, Apologies. My energy levels are incredibly low. I just go to the hospital. I'm doing fine. I got the little vein thingy, so we good. Um, so yeah, just sorry if I am away with the fairies a bit. I am still a bit fried in the head. But this video is well overdue. I really wanted to make a SXC video about this whole major. I'm going to start off by just talking about how I did and all that other stuff, all that kooky stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. So I did pretty well. I had a pretty good bracket. No one that I knew I couldn't beat. Um, there were people I don't know if I could or not beat. People like Flex, people like Spewis, people like Vasi. Um, yeah, I didn't know if I could beat them or not, and I gave them a shot, and I did win, so that was nice. Um, so round one I versus Taco, he like almost bodied me, but I clutched the win. It was a great game. Went on to versus Spewis, 2-0'd him. That matchup's dumb. It's free as fuck. I love Corin. Um, to Jason and Extra, if you want to seed me with Corins to play as often as you can, that would be great. I think I'd do really well in that scenario. So if you want to seed me with Corins more often, beautiful. Spewers pick up a secondary. I know you are. I think you're picking up Mario. I don't remember. Now versus Quen. That was a really fun game. I really appreciated Quen's gameplay. Um, you know, I really appreciated the way that he came back from that game too, where I just janked him out real hard. It was beautiful. I got like two fair footstools. I got like dare true combo into fair footstool, and then F throw to fair footstool, which isn't true, but he just didn't air dodge. Um, and so third game he bodied me. But it was sort of close. I ran the lead at the start, but he got a really good combo and killed me at like 70. Um, yeah, so good on Quen for sort of keeping his composure, because I definitely couldn't. At that point, I was like sort of down. I beat Taco to make it out again. Another really close set, 2-1. Um, Basically, I then went on to versus Flex in this like super tense set. I did some pretty decent reads. My movement was on point. Flex was I don't know. I feel like he was playing okay, but I don't know if he was playing his best. Um, That's the general feeling I got with all of my bracket matches. Like, I then went on to play Vizzy. He missed a lot of his rests, and I killed him for it. Which is like, yeah, I'll take that. It was a very close game though with Vizzy. I then went on to versus Vaschina apparently. I'm gonna call it Vaschina for the rest of my life. Vasi played like utter shit. I feel pretty bad. But you know, Vic, we take those. He just wasn't there mentally, um, unfortunately. So I'm pretty excited to see if I can verse him at another major and we can have a proper good go, because he bodied Alex game 2. There was like a we're on Lila and there's a point he down tilted me, right, and I went like behind him, and if I had just like DI'd a little bit in, I reckon I would have been just far enough in for him to KO punch me. But he missed that, and I got the up smash, and he died. So that was really lucky for me. I then versed Extra, and Extra is really dumb. His edge guards are really good. He calls out a lot of my habits in neutral. So next time I play Extra, I'm gonna be a little bit more unpredictable. I'm gonna do dumb weird stuff, I think, is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to play a bit goofy. But I feel like Extra is the sort of guy that could react and change to that pretty quick. So I'm going to have multiple different things to do to sort of try and throw him off. Because I don't think I can win the mental battle right now. As far as me and Extra goes. But, yep, came ninth. I was really happy with that. First time I've gotten out at a proper major, and I came ninth, so I was really happy with that. It was so awesome. Usually I'm like, after pools, I'm like, alright, Gaith, do your best, to my homies. But this time I got to go, yo, let's do our best. So it was sick. Also, I got this sick shirt from the Big Win Beer. Big Win Beer's Smash Extravaganza. Extravaganza. Good spelling, bud. So yeah, the actual tournament for me, like, the bracket matches were really fun. The game I played with Flex was awesome. Game I played with Quen. The big difference I felt when I was playing these games was that whenever I lost a game or something bad happened, I remembered, like, Revax telling me, like, Pudge, my boy, just remember, like, if you just think, oh, it doesn't matter if I go out now. I just want to play the best I can. I've played some great sets. And that's what I felt. I played some really fun sets at SXC. And when I lost game 1 to Flex, I was really down. And then I'm like, you know what? The game I played with Clem was awesome. The games I played with Taco and Spurs were awesome. You know what, man? Let's just have fun. And that really made I feel like the outlook changed, and I was less focused on losing and more just about like playing my best. So yeah, that was really positive. I think the only not the only person, but a few of the people I have to thank for me placing so well is my boy Yehya, who gave me the download beforehand. That guy's really smart about the game. He has a lot of thoughts on the game. I just don't know. I feel like he's a lot smarter talking about the game than he is playing it. Not that he's bad or anything, but I feel like when I talk to him, I feel like I'm talking to a top 3 in Oz person. The way he talks about the game. Ooh, there we are. So thanks for my boy. Yeah, he's like a lad. Love the guy. Then Revax obviously for the encouragement, and also Nick. He gave me a lot of info when I was versing Quen. I feel like it changed the way I played, and I went into the match having a really good mindset. So that's how I played. In doubles with my beautiful girlfriend Charmaine, we busted out 2-1. I don't want to talk about doubles. I suck at doubles. I'm easily probably the worst doubles player in the planet. Maybe. I don't know. I'm really bad at saving Charmaine. I'm really bad at getting her out of combos. I'm really bad at following up on combos. I'm really bad at setting up for combos for her. Yeah, so whatever. I had fun. We beat Shinri's Mamba, lost to Pyra, and lost to Jacko and Dub Nation, I want to say. Not Jacko. Dub Nation and someone else. Yeah, sorry, I forgot your name. Anyway, now on to the tournament. So, I'm just going to give you my honest feelings. I'm not really looking to, slag on anything or, shit on anyone. I don't know. As a TO, when people shit on me, I usually just react well, fuck you too. So I'm not really in the mood to shit on any one person or organization. I might, because that's sort of the person I am, but I'm just going to try and keep it down. There are some things I'm going to tell specific people that they should do, and they probably already know that, but I just want to make sure. So SXC, unfortunately, if I'm thinking about all of the majors I've been major majors I've been to, is probably my least favorite. SXC, at least run wise. But that's I think that's a bit of an unfair comparison, because all the majors I've been to have been fucking stellar, and SXC just had a swath of small issues that had like big roll-on effects that were like, you know, and it sucks. It really does suck that SXC was like this because I had a lot of fun at SXC, but then like I think about certain aspects and I'm like, that's pretty bad. You know, it just sort of brings the mood down. Um, yeah. Sorry, I was just away with the fairies just then. Uh, so I think the first problem, and I think in my opinion the biggest problem, is the schedule. I think the schedule sucked dick. Um, just like a lot of like, so like the schedule had like some people playing. Okay, so I'm trying to remember the schedule. So Saturday, say Nicholas Mackenzie, our boy, extra, had to get in at 10 o'clock in the morning, which is fine. 10 o'clock's a fine time to start pools to play his matches. He played those matches. Then after a bit of a gap, hour or so, he played doubles. Then after a bit of a gap, he played top 16, which was a very long gap, like 4 or 5 hours. He played top 32 to 16, um, which I really hate that. I don't like when you have to play top 32 on the Saturday. Um, I think it's really, I don't know. I just feel like it's hard to really emphasize it in words. I feel like uh, I feel like top 32 should be on the second day. So like you're out of pools, you're done, and you can just relax and either focus on doubles or just play. Um, I think Kai's reasoning for all of for doing 32 to top 16 is he wanted doubles to be played, top 4 doubles on stream on the second day, which I think is a pretty legit reason. I think doubles sort of get shafted. I honestly hate doubles, but I try and make sure I keep an honest, because I know a lot of people really like doubles, so I try and make sure people get what they deserve. And I think I applaud Kai for doing that and making doubles on the second day. I'm gonna talk with Jed and see if we can do that as well. Um, but that meant that people were, they couldn't relax for the whole 10-hour stretch, and then we're done at 11, right? And then once we're done, it's like, all right, guys, go home and wake up at like 8 wake up at like 8 o'clock to come in and play your one top 16 to top 8 match, or two if you lose, um, and then wait 4 hours till 4 p.m. Um, wait 4 hours till 4 p.m. and then play top 8. So for a lot of people, at least I'm only really talking from Vic. Um, a lot of people really felt that they didn't have time to just like unwind, which I think is sort of important over a 3-day event because it sort of detracts from the feeling of like calmness, like not calmness, but it definitely detracts from like your ability to relax, and de-stress, which I think is important. I think the biggest reason why the schedule was like this is to accommodate the fact that Kai has to run two streams. Kai's great. He runs probably the best stream. I like his overlays and his production values more than Jet Smash. So I would say Kai runs the best S4 stream, even though he's not an S4 streamer. Kai runs the best S4 stream in Australia right now. I think not many people can complain about the stream quality. I think you're dumb if you did that. You can definitely complain about the commentator quality. I haven't been able to look over the VODs, so I wouldn't know. I think Taco's pretty good though, so I feel like I can sort of trust him. Um, so yeah, I think a lot of the schedule was trying to accommodate for the stream, which in my opinion left a lot of players in the dust. Not in the dust, but like left them really tired and cranky. We're all babbies. I think if you want SXC to be like a much much better event, that the SA scene should devote some time into getting their own S4 stream. I think that's probably the best thing you could do. I don't know the logistics of SA, unfortunately. They're a pretty small scene, so I could see it being sort of hard to run a stream on their own for S4. So, um, but I think that's like the best way to move forward is to get your own stream, allow for scheduling. I think Melee and Smash 4 can go on at the same time then, so like you can spread it out more often and have more matches played because you don't have to share time with Melee. I think all S4 people should be absolutely applauding Kai's work on the stream because, he was doing magnificent stuff. You can't understate like Dom, Jet Smash, you know, those sort of people's work. Dom, Kai, Jet Smash, all them. You can't undersell their work because it's a lot of work. It's like a 24-hour thing. You can't just like piss off for like an hour and go grab a bite to eat when you're running stream. You're there like 24/7. So you really are dedicated to do that. So I think everyone should be given a big clap for everyone who streams. Well, this is grim. I'm having extreme nausea and stomach aches during the middle of my videos, and I don't want to edit it. So you guys are just going to have to wait here till I get better. I'm sorry about that. I also haven't had a chance to shower because I've been in the hospital, so don't judge me if I look dirty. Another big issue for me was that everything was run just a wee bit late, so getting food was a bit hard. You never really knew when to do. I mean, things running late, stuff like that happens, so you can't really blame it. But I mean, next time, just try to be a bit sharper with your times. Maybe give an extra 30 minutes to everything. Yeah, that's really it. Stuff comes up, and sometimes schedule gets fucked. That happened to me at BAM7. You can't really deal with it. But in a perfect world, we'd perfectly be on time. There would be no issues. But we don't live in a perfect world, so you just have to mitigate the issues and make sure everything's as good as possible. On top of that, I had a 2 p.m. pool, but, Dakademo, I woke up at like 8 because the pools hadn't been released, and I woke up at 8, and it's like, oh, I got 2 p.m. pool. Well, shit, I'm awake now. I may as well go in. So that really sucked. I would have liked to have slept in because I'm a lazy boy. And on top of that, the person I was staying with, Hero, had a Splatoon tournament to get to during the afternoon. And whether or not he could go and whether or not he registered depended on whether he had morning or afternoon pool. So this isn't even just about waking up. It's about people's schedules, about people's lives, whether or not they can come. Schedule matters. I know I heard whispers and that there were some issues obtaining the list of players from the registration page, which we also had. At BAM. It's a bitch. I got mine a lot earlier though. They got theirs on the Saturday night, or the Friday night, sorry, which is just horrific. And thinking about having to seed that makes me want to kill myself. I would actually. So shout outs to the TOs who stayed up all night, sacrificed their bracket to make sure that was right. Because they on the Discord they were like getting in a conference call, and I'm like, Nah, fuck y'all, I'm going to sleep. So I did go to sleep. It's a bit dog of me, but I don't care. I was there to play, not to TO. So yeah, shout outs to the TOs that did that, because that's hard. So I think the root issue with everything is that the registration system, and I had this problem with BAM 8 as well. Catchway's registration page sucked dick. Like, almost certainly it sucked dick. Um, mm, Sorry, I'm away with the fairies right now. This is gonna be a fucking annoying thing to get through. I'm sorry, guys. Um, I'm fucking fried. Okay, yeah. The page when I tried signing up for SAFGC, um, for SXC, I was like, what the fuck do I even do? There's all this other shit going on. To get the credit card, you need to like go through PayPal and then pay with credit card, which I found so hard to do. Just fucking use Smash GG. It's such a good fucking tool. It's fucking perfect. Like, fuck everyone who doesn't want to use Smash GG. Just think about the SXC and BAM8 sign up page. Just makes me so fucking mad. It's so outdated. It is so fucking dumb. I hated it. It's like, it's so dumb. Whatever. Yeah, it's just dumb. I think that's my opinion. I just think that those pages are really, really antiquated, and if you don't use Smash GG, you fuck yourself, because then stuff like you don't have the player list ready in time, or like people forget to put their dubs partners in, and yeah, like, so people forgot to put their dubs partners in their list, so everyone had to go sign up. So people missed signing up for the list. So they missed out on dubs, and on top of that, they they missed they missed writing people down, because they had to write the teams down by hand, because the SAFGC page is a terrible way of doing data collection. It did not at all work for Smash people, because we have teammates, and you like, it wasn't made in a way that is easy to use for Smash people, which sucks. And so is BAM 8. I don't blame them, because the FGC people are probably making these pages and not even thinking about like, doubles partner. It's like, who's my Street Fighter 5 doubles partner? Ooh, better make a box for that. So I think um Smash is like the biggest event right now, so I think it wouldn't be a far stretch for FGC guys to remember that we do need to put our doubles partners somewhere. So if you don't go with Smash GG, which I fucking implore you to, for the love of God, please use Smash GG. It's like the best tool ever. Um, if you don't want to use that, please remember that we do need to use doubles, and you are fucking over an event if you don't put a doubles dialogue box. Because it makes a million, billion, jillion, gazillion things harder. Yeah, so that was another big issue. On top of that, I think it was a bit expensive. I mean, it wasn't too expensive for the venue we got, because like, I think the venue was pretty decently big. The stream, I think okay, if Kai's stream wasn't as good, I would probably be like, I didn't really want to pay this much, um, because the venue wasn't incredible. I mean, I I don't think there's I don't know how much SA costs, so I'm not even gonna talk about, like, going through the money and going, yeah, this, Bam is this much, and we have such a nice venue. But I think, if the prices in SA are like Melbourne, we get by and then some, um, for BAM, although we have a lot more members, on $40 entry. 50 if you don't pre-reg, but most people pre-reg, I would assume. Um, I'm not even gonna say anything about like money and this and that, but I've seen some of the money and I feel like I don't know. I think a new venue would be better for SXC too because it didn't look like there would be enough space for a Smash 4 stream as well. The FGC area looked really nice, just because they're a smaller community, and the stage was really nice. And yeah, I feel like Smash got like a bigger space, but downstairs was like a nicer area, if you get what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm basically rambling at this point. There are other things I had an issue with, but I'm pretty cooked right now and I can't remember. Shit. Oh yeah, Adelaide's like dead on the weekends for some reason. Like everything's shut. I don't get that. You guys states are weird. I don't understand that. Anyway, I think that's basically it. I'm just gonna review my points. Oh, I do have something. I just had a few people tell me their issues with SXC, and I just wanted to relay some of that information. These are going to be anonymous because I don't want, you know, I said I'd just make them anonymous because I feel like that's the best way. I'm just going to grab them up on my phone. Now, earlier I said, like, this was the worst, this was the worst major I've been to. It probably is, but I went to DR another day, which was great. I've been to BAM 7-8, which I loved. It's definitely better than Town City, but I don't really consider that a major. It was better than Gong, which is like a semi-major. Gong had sick people though. Um, oh yeah, now I remember. Singles before doubles. Can we stop putting singles before doubles? I hate that. I hate singles before doubles. I think I did that BAM as well. I really dislike singles before doubles. Um, so some things that people had an issue with. I'm gonna read it off my phone here. People saying bad communication between the TOs and the players on when things started, on when things ended, what time we had to be there, this and that, because TOs didn't have the right information, unfortunately. So from one young man, I wouldn't have cared if everything was scheduled an hour later than it was, but when they say something's going to be at a certain time, it ends up being an hour later, it makes stuff like getting food and taking poo-poos, I'm not going to say that word, way harder to do. Yeah, there's nothing really of worth other there. So just those are some closing thoughts from the Vic guys. Seating as well. Oh, now I remember. This is a big one. So apparently there was like an SAFGC finals thing, and so if you played that, you got seeding points for your game for BAM 8, and you had to seed. Sorry, pardon me. I'm still sick, so please don't blame me. So you got seeding points based on how you did at this SAFGC final event, and you got that for Smash 4. I honestly think that is a really, really dumb system. We're not a big enough, like, Australia doesn't have the infrastructure where it's like, okay, SXC is coming up. I'm going to go to Adelaide and nab me some of those points so that I can get better seating at SXC. No one is fucking doing that. No one, no one. And all it means is that SA players are getting like higher seeds than they really should be, you know. Um, so the seeding was kind of balked in that respect, and I don't blame the TOs. I don't really blame anyone because I don't know if this works for FGC, but that's not how Smash works, and I think you shouldn't make you shouldn't be making your Smash 4 TOs have to run this thing that honestly makes pool seating a humongous bitch and makes it really not accurate at all. Um, I think that was really dumb. Like a lot of people, a lot of out of state people got seeds that they shouldn't have. I got sixth seed and I came ninth. I got sixth seed in my pool. I came ninth. So I don't know. I just think that's something to think about. That your sixth seed is coming ninth. Um, yeah, I just think it's dumb. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, that's basically it. So I think seeding was bad because they had to do that SAFGC points thing. I think schedule was bad because Kai runs one stream. I think it's important, Kai, that you. I love your work, and I want you to remember that. Like, I think you run the best stream in Australia by far. But I think if you want your melee stream to flourish perfectly, and you want S4 to flourish on its own, you gotta throw these chickies out of the tree. You know, like Dom threw me as a chickie, me and Will Smith as a chickie off the tree, and we're falling, and he comes and he flies down and he grabs us by the scruff of our neck and he throws off to try again, and it's working. I mean, he does like a lot of shit for us, and I always feel terrible when I ask him to help me with stuff. But I think if you want both of your communities to flourish, you sort of gotta let Smash 4 find its own streamer. And even if it's like you have executive power over the said stream and he just streams for you, I think that's much better. And I think that's not even a ridiculous thing to like have. And you can in return for you controlling the stream and making sure things go right, he runs the stream for you and he runs it well. And I'm sure you could teach someone in SA to run an incredible stream. But like I said, I don't know how infrastructure works. I don't know if anyone has suitable laptops, time, effort, yada yada, all that. So like I'm very much talking as an outsider. But I think that would make next year's event a million times better. So streaming, live streaming, seating, scheduling, and I think you might need a bigger venue if you can find it, just because it doesn't look like there's much space for a S4 stream. But oh well, we'll live. Anyway, thanks for watching this crazy rambly thing. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm very tired. I'll catch you all later. Shout out to Big Win, Big Win, Big Win, Big Win Beer, and his shirt is awesome. It's gotten me through the hospital. Anyway, I'll catch you all later. Peace.